Author and celebrity chef Rachel Ray always says, a good meal is never more than 30 minutes away. Good afternoon. My name is Jackson Bradley, and today's segment is all about pie, specifically lemon meringue pie. While Miss Rachel Ray's claim that a full meal can be prepared in less than 30 minutes is impressive, in today's segment we're going to focus on only one aspect of the meal, dessert. This is my promise to you. In less than 9 minutes, I will prove that it is possible to put together a dessert that is both simple and delicious. So let's get started. For such a quick and simple dessert, we have quick and simple ingredients. For this dessert, we only require 1 graham cracker cookie crust, a half cup of lemon juice, 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, 2 eggs separated, and 1/4 cup of sugar. First and foremost, we need to go ahead and preheat the oven to 400 degrees. It's always smart and essential to preheat your oven because it's already waiting for you that way whenever it's time to go ahead and put what you're making in the oven to get it baked. Now we're going to go ahead and separate our eggs, the egg yolks and the egg whites. For me, the simplest way to do this is you go ahead and you crack the egg, and then instead of completely pulling apart, you kind of make 2 cups with it, and then you gently work your way back and forth with the egg to get only the egg white into one bowl, and then the egg yolk into another bowl. See, that's the simplest way, and we have to do 2 eggs this way. Now personally, whenever I do this, and essentially this is the best way it works, whenever you separate your eggs, it's okay if you get a little white into your yolks, but whenever you're making the meringue, you don't want any yolks in your whites because it tends to cause the whites to not fluff up properly when you're making your meringue. Okay, so we've got the eggs separated. Now, let's put these whites aside and focus on the lemon filling. The filling is my favorite part of the pie because it's sweet and tart at the same time, and it has that smooth finish. It just pulls the whole pie together. And the dynamics, I just enjoy the dynamics of the flavors put together. For the lemon filling, what we require, the 2 egg yolks that we put together, the 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. We need a 14-ounce can for this, so you just add that to it. And try to get as much of it in there as you can because the more the merrier, the better it tastes. Okay, so let's get all of that in there. And then we need 1/4 cup, or excuse me, 1/2 of a cup of lemon juice. So let's measure that out. And you always want to measure these things out because it makes everything put together better and essentially makes it taste better. So let's get that mixed in there. And you don't have to use a whisk for this. It's easier if you just mix it with a spoon. You just get in there and you just stir everything up. And the more you stir, the thicker it will get. And then when you're done stirring, it sets and gets a little thicker that way as well. And what you don't want to have is a bunch of yolks clumped up in one section. So just get it evenly distributed through the entire filling. Okay. And then we have that together, and it's already getting thicker as it sits here right now, so I'll put that to the side. Alright, once we get the filling combined, it's time to work on the meringue. The meringue is the most delicate part of the pie. It's the white part that's on top that's got the soft underneath it, but it's got the crunchy bit on the top. So what you do, and it's better if you put this in like an aluminum or a tin bowl, it stirs better. And all you do with this, you take the egg whites, and you're going to beat them. And you add 1/4 cup of sugar, and it's better if you add it a little bit at a time. That way it has time to get in there incorporated evenly. So we're going to use 4 tablespoons, which is essentially 1/4 cup. So get this started. You set it about on medium speed, and then as you get all the sugar incorporated, you speed it up, and it only takes about 4 minutes. You'll see air bubbles start to pop up. That's just letting it get flooded in cloud body. Okay, as maybe you can see, it's already getting all bubbly, and that's just letting the air get incorporated. So that just means we're almost done. You have to beat it for about another minute before it gets cloud-like and really fluffy. Okay, so what you're looking for is stiff peak. So when you put your blender into it and you pull it out, some should stick to it. That shows that the meringue is ready to be put on top of the pot. So we'll put that aside. Finally, it's time to combine all of our ingredients together into the pie crust. And what I have here, I have just a pre-made store-bought graham cracker cookie crust, and you can make one from scratch. You just need a pack of graham crackers and then a melted stick of butter, and you take the crackers and you put them in a plastic bag and then beat them with a rolling pin, and then put them in pie crust with the melted butter and kind of form it into pie shape. And then you stick it in the oven for a few minutes to let it harden. But for time's sake, we're going to use a store-bought crust today. Okay, so what you do, first you take the lemon filling that we made first, and you pour it. Make sure it gets evenly distributed throughout the entire pie crust. What's funny about this, when I was little, I used to call it lemonade pie. I don't know why, but even today, Grandma still makes fun of me at her house. She's like, Jackson, do you want a lemonade pie? And I have to sit there and smile about it. It's like, of course, Grandma, lemonade pie is delicious. So, what we do, so we got that on there, and then we put the lemon meringue on top. And you just kind of pour it on there and let it evenly get layered throughout the entire pot. And then you just take your spoon, or you can use a spatula or a butter knife for it too, and then you kind of just smoothly work your way across, evenly coating it, get all of the pie filling covered. Okay, and then we're almost done. All that's left to do now is put this in the preheated oven. It only takes about 45 seconds, so keep an eye on it or you're going to end up with a little bit more than brown. It's going to get really black. So what you do is you put that in the oven, and then this is the result. You get these beautiful white brown peaks at the top, and it's there. That's pretty much it for the pie. It's simple, it's delicious, it's easy. A delicious dessert that looks like it took a lot of time to prepare, we did in less than 9 minutes. So to paraphrase Rachel Ray's belief, thanks for spending this time with me, and remember that a delicious dessert is always less than 9 minutes away. Thank you.